Right. Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday to you. I hope you had a good weekend. Last week, we were doing a lot of Earth Day focused stuff. And so I hope you got some time to just kind of get outside, be in nature, and just enjoy the beautiful weather that we had this weekend. All right. So we are starting our fourth and final unit this week. So this is Unit 4, Heredity. And so, what does heredity mean? Well, we're talking about how are traits passed from one generation to the next. So why do you have the traits that you have? Your hair color, your eye color, all that kind of good stuff. Those are traits. And there is a genetic component to your traits. And we're going to be talking about why that is. So to get you started for this week, we are going to be, well, this is not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. So to get you started for this week, you're going to need to make a copy of our new Unit 4 Digital Science Notebook, which is right over here on this agenda slide for you. So when you go over here and click on this link, you will be able to make a copy for yourself. So you'll go up here to File, make a copy, and we want to copy the entire presentation. And when you do that, you can basically just kind of like take this chunk out, put your first and last name, and then when you save it, hit OK. And when you save it, you will have a copy of your notebook. So this is our new digital notebook for our last unit, which is Unit 4, Heredity. So the first few pages here, you've got a table of contents. So this is where I'm basically just kind of like putting stuff to help you keep track of what you've got going on. You've got some different tabs here to help you get where you need to go. Reproduction. Love that. And then there's just basically, this will give you an overview of the unit. So go through these first few slides and you can kind of get an overview of where we're headed. And there are some kind of like cute things on these slides for you to check out. Once you are through here, this is our question for the week for Science Now. So this is the week of 426. And there's a question for you to think about as you get started here today. And so kind of what I want you to start brainstorming before you go into your lesson this week is, do you look exactly like your parents? Yes or no? Or do you look exactly like your brothers or sisters? Yes or no? And why do you think that is? So that's going to get you started for this week. Then when you go down into your next slide, the slides that you need for the lesson this week are linked here in the title. And I've linked these slides. The slides that you need for each page are linked. So your first 3 slides of notes this week, the first 2 slides of notes this week are on different types of reproduction. So that's basically like, how do organisms make babies or offspring? And so you'll be looking at 2 major types of reproduction. There is asexual reproduction, where it only takes one parent and it's basically making a copy of itself. And there are 3 different types of asexual reproduction. And then you'll also be looking at sexual reproduction, where we're taking 2 parents and combining their genetic material to make one new unique offspring. And there are 2 different types of sexual reproduction. So I have the slides that you need attached on the headings. When you go down to plant reproduction, because not only do animals reproduce, but plants reproduce as well. When you go down to plant reproduction, there's a different set of slides that you'll use to fill out the last 3 slides in your notebook. Okay, so that's most of your lesson this week is going to be taking place within your notebook. And this lesson this week is a little more heavy on the notes than we typically do in the past, but that was just kind of like how things fell. When you're done with your notes over in Schoology in this folder 4.1, I have a little activity for you to do. This is called Reproduction Sort, When you open this document, it will take you to this chart, and then you're going to go to this website, and it will tell you, like, you're just going to kind of explore the different reproduction types for these different types of organisms. So for each of these, you'll click on the organism. It will give you some information, and then you have to decide what type of reproduction is this. If you click on one and you get it wrong, it will be red and exit out. So you'll be able to check your answers and check what you think. If you click on the correct answer, it will light up green. So that will help you check your work so that when you go in to your seahorse, you can basically write down what type of organism it is. So a seahorse is an animal. That's what you would write here. And then a seahorse produces by sexual reproduction. So you'll put a little X or check mark there. So that's how that activity works. And that'll just help you practice and become more familiar with these different types of reproduction. Then, once you've gone through your notes for plant reproduction, I gave you guys in Schoology 3 different types of games that you can play to explore different aspects of plant reproduction, and then also just like interesting facts about plants. So you'll choose at least one. If you have time and you just, want to have some fun, do more. That's totally fine. When you do your practice in this, I'm asking you to email me with 5 facts that you learned and 3 snips of your practice. And if you can show me evidence that you have put effort into this, that you've actually gone through and really tried to use this to help you learn, then I'll let you choose between either getting 15 Lynx bucks, or I'll replace one of your missing 20% grades. Or if you have like a grade where you have a 2, I'll replace it with a 3. So this is really just meant to be fun and to be exploration, give you extra practice, and maybe just a little bonus. So anyway, I'm working really hard to keep our videos a lot shorter. I know that our video last week was kind of a monster, so I'm really trying to keep this short for you guys this week. So you've got, like I said, you've got your reproduction type notes. Those are slides 7 through 8. You've got your plant reproduction notes. Those are slides 9 through 11 in your new Unit 4 notebook. You've got your reproduction sorting activity in Schoology. And then you've got your plant games. The final announcement before I close this video off is the Unit 3 folder is going to be closing at the end of this week. There are a number of you who have not taken your Unit 3 test, or you haven't turned in the Predicting Weather Lab. So if you have any missing work for Unit 3, including the test, you need to get that submitted by Friday, April 30th, because I will be closing that folder when I leave work on Friday at 2 o'clock. So you'll definitely need to be aware of that. Down in the discussion, what I would like to know today is what is a feature or a trait that you have inherited that is your favorite trait about you? So tell me something about you that you have inherited from either of your parents, and what is your favorite trait and why? Okay, so that's going to be it for me, and we will meet back here next week. If you need me, please join office hours. I will have those running from 10 to 11:30 a.m. So if you need any help with getting your new notebook set up or any help on assignments, please pop by and let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.